Um, Good morning. Apparently, I'm having camera issues. Uh, Trying to pull up the software. Come on, stuff. Come up. Camera not available. Webcam. Um, Roro. All right, I think I might have to. Let's see. I don't know why it's not working. Oops. Oh, okay. Let's do. You see me? Oh, okay. I don't see me. It's a black screen. Okay, then. We'll just go with it. If you can see me, that's all that matters, right? Let me, I mean, I'm dressed, so there shouldn't be any issues. Oh my goodness. This is all right then. Now I see me. I put okay. All right. So good morning. Happy Monday. If you follow me on Facebook, then you know I've had a bit of a rough weekend. Our baby puppy, well, I mean, I call him our baby puppy. He's 2. He just turned 2. Um he got out. Steve was trying to had a storm coming in, and Steve was trying to get the blower outside to blow off the roof and the gutters and things like that before the storm came through. And Jojo got out. He wouldn't come back. He got hit by a car. He's good. It's only his left paw, but his left paw is tore up pretty bad. So he is in he's got a lot of bandages wrapped around. He's on gabapentin and this other stuff that I keep thinking it's like a car engine motor, Duramax. It's not Duramax, but it's Dura something. So he's on those 2 things, and he's got trazodone for anxiety and Duramax. See, it's not that far off. Duramax. So, and trazodone for anxiety and sedation, but I don't like using that stuff. So I have him on CBD for that part of it. I'm just giving him a bigger dose than I usually do because he has anxiety issues anyway. So I give him a small daily dose of CBD, and that has helped tremendously. But anyway, it has been a chore because it started. So this happened Friday afternoon. We rushed him to the vet. $1,500 later, we are home, and he has to get it started raining. So they gave us this bag they cut an IV bag so that we could put that over his bandages. And that worked initially, but I bought this other boot thing on Chewy. So we have to put that on him before he goes out every time. And this weekend, it was a little bit easier because my husband was home, but now he's not. Jamesy quit. But he's coming home to take Joey to the vet this afternoon. He's going to get his bandages changed, and he's going to get all of his paw checked out. So he's coming home to get all that done. Oh, and then he gets stitches out on the first Friday in April, whatever that is. I guess like next Friday, this coming Friday? Yeah, no. The 5th. He gets them out, the stitches out on the 5th, which is longer. CM Trace says that's bad, but it could have been way worse. Absolutely could have been way worse. When I first made the post on Facebook, my husband had told me or made me believe one thing, and it was over 24 hours later before I found out that the person did actually stop. But because my husband was trying to get to Joey, he didn't say anything to the person. Now, here's the thing. Because he stopped, I'm fine. He didn't need to do anything. It was not his fault. The dog got loose on our watch. I was just upset because the person didn't even bother to stop. It's like, who would do that? And not bother to check on the dog or anything, right? But once I found out that the guy actually did stop, I was fine. I wasn't gonna charge him with anything. I wasn't gonna ask him for money. It was not his fault that the dog was out there. And Steve said he did see the car and the car was not speeding. So the way the miles per hour around here is only 25, but there are people that speed through here and think it's a frickin' IndyCar 500 because there's 82 miles worth of roads in this subdivision, and it's windy and stuff like that, and there's no sidewalks, and there's kids that can get hurt. So whether or not I do the speed limit outside of this neighborhood, I absolutely do the speed limit inside of this neighborhood. And I'm not saying that I speed outside. I'm not admitting to anything. I'm just saying, inside this neighborhood, they should slow their roll. So yes, it could have been much worse. I'm very thankful that it wasn't. It's just, it's still, it could be a much worse ordeal, but thankfully it is, it's not, and he's going to be fine. He's already up and running around And that's why I'm giving him a bigger dose of CBD, because he's like running around on his bandage like he's just fine. After this is over, I'm gonna get him to start wearing boots on all 4 feet on a regular basis, because it's gonna be nothing to teach him to do that. He loves wearing clothes anyway. So anyway, none of us slept very well last night either. And I slept with a dog pile this morning after my husband went to work. So I did get a couple hours sleep this morning, but that's kind of why I'm late and why I'm having technical difficulties, because I didn't get a chance to get all this set up beforehand. I've been talking for 12 minutes. So what questions do you have? We're getting down to the wire. If you have not gotten your taxes done and think that you may not get everything together, just go ahead and file the extension. If you file the extension and then you get them done by April 15th, great. But this way you're protecting yourself. CM Trade says, I was doing taxes this weekend and had so many questions, and now I can't remember what they were. Yes, I should have written them down. Yes. Let's see. So are you using OLT? Are you using my video to help you do it? One was about QBI. Okay. QBI is super simple. If you are in OLT, when you get to that screen, there's a checkbox at the yes, you are at the top of the screen, like right underneath the initial stuff. It's a checkbox. That's all you have to do is check that box that says that you are eligible, that you are a qualified business. Check that box, save and continue. Keep going. That's all you got to do. Service businesses, most excuse me. Pretty much everybody I talk to, I think, is going to be eligible. And home deductions. Started out talking about REIT and something else, and I haven't got a clue what that means. Okay, so yeah, for QBID, just check the top box, save and continue. The next screen, save and continue, and you're done with QBID. Home office deduction, you want to do the long version, the regular, not the simplified. And then you want to put in all of the information under the indirect. Okay, so that's really all there is to it. So you want if you own your home, then you want to put your mortgage interest, your mortgage insurance, real estate taxes, then total up all of your utilities, put that in there. Repairs and maintenance, that would be like if you had somebody come and cut your lawn, if you had somebody pressure wash, if you had snow removal, if you had somebody come in and paint, if you bought paint, if you did paint yourself, or if you did repairs or maintenance, maybe changed out a light fixture, any of these things inside of your house. After filling it out, it seems the only difference is $30. $30 in what? $30 in a refund? Okay. Because you're already, because that a little piece of the home office deduction went to bringing your business down to zero. So you had a small profit, and then the home office deduction brought it down to zero, which gave you a slightly bigger refund. But the difference for the rest of the home office deduction rolls forward to next year. So you want to make sure you get all of the things put into home office deduction. You want to make sure everything is in there. Yep, there we go. Good morning, Sharon. Thank you. So yeah, it's very important that we get all of the deductions in there. That we make sure that all year long we are claiming everything that we can possibly claim. I am going to put together some type of a course or a live or something where we go in depth into expenses, because people are really, really struggling with that. So CM Trade says, oh, and I was talking about depreciation, but it started asking them about stuff they have no idea about. Okay, so do you own your home? Okay. It will ask you, so once you get through all of the main screen where it asks you about your mortgage interest and your utilities and things like that, then it's going to go to the next screen and it's going to ask you for the fair market value when you started your business. So if you don't know what that is, you can go to your county property tax website and get that information. All you have to do is Google your county, whatever your county is. So mine is Calvert. So Calvert County property taxes. It's not going to be on your property tax, but it should be on the website. And you need to have the total and whatever the land is, because the land can't be included in the total. So if you can see them separately and then it adds it together, you can either put the total and then put the land, or you can just put the house and not put the land. Either way is okay. Just don't include the land in the top number. On property taxes as land and house amount, not the same. Right. So the house can be depreciated, but the land cannot be. So you have to make sure that when you put the numbers in, so what it says is fair market value of your house when you started your business. Boom. Amount of land if included in that number. Got it? So after that, any further depreciation you probably, it has a section that it talks about if you had any other major improvements to the property. So if you put an addition on, if you anything that was a major improvement, so major being anything over say $2,500 together, like a new roof or a new deck, or maybe I don't know how much it costs to get a driveway paved, but maybe you got your driveway paved and it was $3,000. I don't know. But any major improvements to the property would go in there for depreciation. And you would just put like new roof, $10,000. Whatever amount you came out of your pocket, not including the insurance, if insurance paid for something. If you didn't have any of that, then just click save and continue. So all the mortgage interest and repairs, etc., go under indirect. There are several places that say mortgage interest, and I wasn't sure which one to put my note. Okay, so just put all your mortgage interest under the top one, and then you can click the little button that says send any extra over the Schedule A, and the software will tell you if you have enough to go to the Schedule A or not. Yep. So you only put all the mortgage interest in the top section there, in the top box that asks, don't worry about the extra mortgage interest, don't worry about the extra property taxes. Just stick it all in the top box, in the top two boxes there, and skip the boxes that say about extra interest or extra property taxes. You are welcome. Good. Seeing as how I didn't feel like I've really accomplished anything over the weekend, at least now I feel like I've accomplished something. All right. So do we have any other questions? So CM Trades, try and get that stuff done this afternoon or this evening, and then any other questions that you might have, just pop back in and ask them in the morning. So that way you can at least go back through those sections, and then maybe it'll jog your memory for anything else, and then we can get those knocked out tomorrow. Robin says, hit the like button. Yes, please. Please hit the like button. And since I actually have it up, I'm watched because my camera, because I can't see my stream on here for some reason. I mean, my computer, I turned it off on Saturday, and um, it's been off the whole time. I turned it on 5-10 minutes before this call started, and things aren't working. I'm gonna have to reboot it again. Yep. I think I'm gonna have to break down and buy a new computer, which I did not realize until about 3 weeks ago. I was looking on Dell to try and figure out about my video card, because I'm not sure, but I kind of think maybe my video card is dying. Although maybe it's the RAM, because I increased the RAM. Maybe the RAM is I got some aftermarket RAM, so maybe it's the aftermarket RAM. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of the two. Anyway, I was looking on there and I was like, this computer's already over 4 years old. So I bought this computer during COVID. I did not realize that it was that old already. And for a PC, that's like ancient. No, it's a tower. I have a laptop. I bought a laptop in January, but what I bought was a Mac. And I'm still trying to get used to using a Mac. I've been using a PC for over 30 years, which is crazy to me that I've been using a computer for that long. So 30 years, I mean, over 30 years that I've been using one on a regular basis. But I mean, I had stupid little computer classes back when I was in school, in middle school or junior high. CM Trade says, oh, wow, then you should be able to update it. I have found a PC last way longer than that. And I agree with that statement. I'm just not. It's like, I used to rebuild computers. I worked IT for a while. I could do all the things like 15 years ago. And now I don't remember what all the things are. So I'm not sure what to do to test, to try and figure out if I need to upgrade my video card or upgrade the RAM, or should I just do both? I mean, I'd have to pull it apart and look and see if the video card is on board for the motherboard, or if it's a separate thing. If it's a separate thing and it's plug and play, I just order a new one. But is that the best thing for me to do, is order a new one? And possibly upgrade the RAM? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the best option for me, or whether I should look at, getting something new. I really need somebody that knows more than I do at this point to help me make some decisions. I need a consultant. Yeah, some video cards can be expensive, and I'm fine with that if the motherboard will support having a better card, you know? Vic says maybe force yourself to use the Mac more this week. Yeah, I don't think so. I absolutely want to have the Mac, and I absolutely want to be more comfortable using it. But past putting things together to make some videos for my clients that use my workbooks and Mac, um, that's as far as I want to go with the Mac for what I use the PC for. Um, Really, what I personally wanted to use the PC for was videos, video editing. I mean, not PC. What I wanted to use the Mac for was for my videos and video editing and things like that. So that's what I'm hoping to really dig into with the Mac, because I mean, Macs are just built for that. It's a 2019, but it was the top of the line in 2019. I mean, absolute top of the line. So I should be able to do all the things with it as far as editing that I want to do, and give me a really solid foundation in how to use it in the Mac. But the biggest thing right now is even the, like, scrolling, that I'm used to scrolling down and the screen goes up. Now I have to scroll up on the mouse for the screen to go up. I scroll up, the screen goes up. Or on PC, I scroll down, the screen goes up. It's just like, it just screws with me. And finding my downloads folder. I've gotten better. But if you open a window, it's like the all the controls for the window are at the very top of the screen instead of it being for each screen. It's CM Trade says, kind of like Android versus Apple, things work differently, and if you're not used to it, it takes a bit longer to figure out. Yes, here's the thing. I have iPhone and iPad and iPods. I love my Apple products. The tech, not the tech, the actual apps on the phone and the iPad, they absolutely work differently than the Android, but they work so much better than the Android. Like, there's functions that are within the apps on Apple that are not within the apps on Android. And I know this because I used to have both in front of me at the same time. So I know that that's the case. And I know that there's people that are firmly, Android, and it didn't take me all that long to get used to my Apple iPhone from the Android. I got it. It was pretty quickly. I mean, within a couple of weeks. I mean, it wasn't overnight, but it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I mean, if you give it a chance, hands down, a better um And I don't have to worry about clicking on the wrong thing either, because viruses don't get through. Now, CM Trade says, I have heard that iPhone takes better pictures, so I was thinking about it, but all right, so here's the thing. I can't say that it absolutely takes better pictures, because I know that there are Android phones out there that have fantastic cameras on them. And you might just have to get a better Android. I don't look for an Android that is specifically got a better camera on it. And here's the other thing. Now I love my iPhone, and that's what I use to take my pictures with, both for reselling and for life. I take all of my pictures with it, and I have integrated it with all of my computers very, very well. I use Simple Transfer to get my pictures from my iPhone over to my computer. And for me, it works well. But I've been using that program for 4 or 5 years. And when it has its little glitches, I've figured out what to do to make the glitches go away and make it work. I paid for the program, the Simple Transfer, and like I said, it works well. I needed it regardless because I was looking for ways to get the pictures off of my phone and onto my desktop to put into my external hard drive. So now I have that. I have Dropbox. I am like horrible when it comes to my photos. They're backed up everywhere. Like, they're backed up to Apple, they're backed up to Google, they're backed up to Dropbox, they're backed up to my external hard drive. So, yeah, all the things. I'm not going to lose my pictures. So here's the thing. If I was using an Android to take my pictures, I would absolutely be pulling the micro SD card out to put in the computer to transfer my pictures. I wouldn't be using any of the cloud stuff to transfer my pictures for reselling. Vic says my Google Pixel takes great pictures. So I'm not sure which one you're using, CM Trades, but why would I do that? Because it's faster. Because with putting your pictures into Google Drive, then they have to upload and then download to go into your listing. And if you are using the SD card, then you can either take them from the SD card, you can like load the pictures into your listing from the SD card, or you can copy the file over to your computer and do it that way. But either way, it's a whole lot faster than uploading to the internet and then downloading. So CM Trade says that's true, but I can use Google Lens with it to search the items before downloading. Okay. Like, I have 2 screens. I have 2 large screens. So you could still keep half of a monitor open with the pictures in Google Drive and use Google Lens with it there while you're building the listings over here. And if you have never done half a screen for your listing, you should absolutely try it, because it moves everything over so that it's in one straight line. It kind of streamlines everything. I don't have to go back and forth. Well, I mean, I don't do that anymore anyway, but all right. It's a 9:15. I'm like almost 15 minutes over my 30-minute call. CM Trade says, so many tips that are beyond taxes. I'm learning a lot today. Fantastic. Yeah, that's what this call is all about. This particular call is not just about taxes or accounting. It's about, hey, there's more to us than just eBay. There's more to us than just our business. There's life. There's the fact that we have to continue working even when life gets the better of us. Like I had a setback on Friday with Joey, and it put a monkey wrench in a bunch of stuff. But I have to keep going, right? And we get health issues, we get life issues. Sometimes it's happy stuff, sometimes it's not. And sometimes we just need to come together and honor those things, good and bad, and lean on each other. And if I can give you guys 30 minutes of you're not alone, then I feel like I can make a difference in that way. Robin says, we just keep going. Vic says, inspiration to move forward. Absolutely. Yep. So I appreciate you all being here. And thank you for the love that I got for Joey over the weekend. I really appreciate that. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. CM Trade says, give the puppy a kiss for me. Absolutely. I will go do that right now. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. See you tomorrow morning.